Hey guys, I'm Tori Berglund with Wonderwall.com, here with singer and songwriter Greyson Chance. Greyson, thank you so much for being with us today.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks
How
for
are you
having
doing?
me. I'm feeling good. We were just talking about the weather. It's nice and cold outside. And
You're not from here, so you like the cold.
Yeah.
So tell me about your recent move and how that's been.
no, it's great here. I love being able to wake up and write songs, but miss Oklahoma every day.
Okay, so it's been a while since we saw you do paparazzi on YouTube when you were in 6th grade, and now you're 18. So what has that transition? You're basically an overnight sensation. What has that been like for you?
It's been a crazy journey so far. You know, I've been in music now for 5 years. And of course, with that 5 years comes a lot of stories, a lot of ups and sometimes a lot of downs. But I've been so lucky to have a fan base that has really stood by me. You know, I've released music, and sometimes, you know, things don't work out. You're with the wrong team sometimes. And luckily, I'm here now, and I really feel as an 18-year-old that things are looking in the right direction. And you know, like I said, I'm just blessed to still be throwing punches.
And so we know that Lady Gaga was in contact with you after that. What kind of advice did she give you?
You know, she always tells me to just keep my focus on the music, and to sort of let everything else in the industry sort of like go by me, and to just stay focused on the craft. And I mean, she's a true artist, and that's what she does, you know, so I try to do that as well.
And how has your sound changed over the years?
You know, when you become older, your tastes change. And so I would say the new music is a little more mature, and I've really emphasized the lyrics. I really wanted to create stories for fans and the listeners. So I'm 18 now, so I think the music is reflective of that.
Can you tell us a little bit about your writing process?
Yeah, you know, I think I start a lot of songs and try to find a story from it, you know, and I start at the piano and you know, try to sort of look back what's been happening through my life. And so, yeah, it's a lot of personal stories, and a lot of the EP is just what's happened to me in LA and Oklahoma, and all those things combined.
So you said that normally you start writing in Oklahoma. Why
Yeah.
is that?
It's easier to just focus on music there. I can like turn my phone off and be at the keys where I learned how to play piano, and I can just sort of get away from everything and start naturally there.
With less distractions.
Yeah, less traffic noise.
Yeah, that's and honking and yelling.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit more about your new single, Afterlife, and why you chose that to be your single?
It started, again, like what we talked about, I started on the piano back home in Oklahoma, and it's a really personal story about how, you know, someone can feel a little angry, like feelings of sadness when they lose someone. It was a darker lyric, sort of mixed with a more upbeat track, and I thought the contrast was really cool. And I wanted to give, you know, the fans a first taste at the new music, and I felt like this was the right one that was upbeat enough and that they could kind of cry to, but also like feel good about, I don't know. And it just felt like the right record.
So your new album is coming out in 2016, and it's titled Somewhere Over My Head.
Yes.
What does that mean? Where does that come from?
There's a song on the EP that has the lyrics somewhere over my head, and so once people buy the EP, hopefully, and listen to it, they'll be able to understand the meaning.
So you're not going to give us a little sneak peek of what the meaning is?
It comes from a really sad song. I'll
Okay.
say that at least, not to totally drag us down and be like,
No.
oh, heartbreak, but it does come from a song of heartbreak.
So you talk about heartbreak and sadness. Is there kind of more uplifting songs too, or is this mostly just kind of deep?
Yeah, no, there is a lot of like uplifting records on the EP as well, and I try to find a balance of both.
So you went from a super cute little boy to basically a teenage heartthrob, and you get a lot of compliments on your Instagram photos and things like that. How do you deal with all the positive attention?
I'm very grateful, thank you, I guess, everyone. I do have to say, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just kind of like, I think everyone does that, right? You kind of look and you're just sort of like, is that what I look like? But hey, if it's pleasing the folks out there, thank you for that.
What does keep you grounded?
I think I give a lot of thanks to my parents. You know, as I've lived in LA now by myself for the first time for like the past couple months, and been constantly like calling them on the phone and being like, hey, remember like 4 years ago when you were like, oh, you'll get that when you're older? And I was like, no, I'm not, like, I'm right. Yeah, that's really true. Love your parents, kids.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate talking to you. You're a very mature 18-year-old, and I hope you continue on the right path. Once again, I'm with Greyson Chance. I'm Tori Berglund with Wonderwall.com. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.